What's going on with the Signals.net? It's your boy Coop. We back at you, man, with another interview. This time we got a Bay Area boss, man. New album coming soon. What's going on with you, OG?
What's the word? What's the word, good brother?
Man, you know, you got some good things, 'cause, you know, everybody always in the top of conversation when it comes to these West Coast pioneers. So,
right.
you know, first, before we get into the nitty gritty, man, I gotta ask, you know, it's been a while. It's not like you ain't been relevant because you've been showing up on features everywhere and things like that. But you know, it's been for almost 7-some years or something since you dropped a full solo album.
Correct.
What made you was you taking a break, or you just been accumulating a whole Be Legit catalog this whole time?
Nah, I kind of like took a break from the music as far as, but I didn't really take a break from music. I kept on doing music, but I was building my brand. I was getting into building my brand, my Block Movement brand. 2005, when Block Movement album came out, I had just started the label part of it. But since then, I've gotten into many other spin-offs, other labels, like, you know, getting into the clothing line of it. Did some business with the music and the marijuana. That's been a big hit lately. That's really one of the reasons that I came back, you know, to stick my nose really back far into it as far as the rapping part of it, because I've been around long enough to watch it change. And you use the music as a platform, but it's just a gateway into other stuff. You know what I mean? So I came back to build the brand. I brought my music game with me, and, you know, my 2 artists that I got, and we're gonna make a statement in that. We're gonna make a statement in this clothing thing, and we're gonna mix into this marijuana business, being that it's, you know, pretty much legal. And that's what it is, man. I had started tuning into, like, you can go on your Instagram and you'll see people, Joe Blow, such and such, collective, and you can see how many followers they got. They got, like, you know, 300,000 followers, and you never even seen this person's face. That's how big the marijuana they got with the music. You know what I mean?
And that was a question that I was going to have in the interview. You was on the first boat wave, on that first wave of the hemp. You
damn right.
You know, you had the hemp.
I came in on the hemp museum when hemping wasn't easy. That was my lane, you know. So that's what I've always been part of. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, you know, it's what I've been doing. That's the name of my album, is what we've been doing. A lot of stuff, if you stick around long enough, you can see it come around twice. You know what I'm saying? You can see it. I see it all in the music. The music that's captivating the crowd in today's society, the DJ Mustard sound and all that type of sound is what's going on now. It's a West Coast sound. And it originated, you know, in the West Coast and in the Bay Area, like the bass lines and the trunk music. That's what we came up on, and it came back around, you know. And that's what it is. A lot of the music nowadays sound like it's leaning towards the West Coast, you know. A lot of, even if they R&B singers, you know what I'm saying, the music is sounding real West Coast. And that's what we've been doing. That's something that we started. We've been in the trunk since day one. So, you know.
All about timing.
Correct. And now they got this thing with this marijuana, man. I done did more shows on the marijuana business than I did in the music, meaning as of lately, meaning like they have what they call meet and chiefs. and it's not just in California, like in Michigan where it's legal, and in Denver, Colorado, and it's starting to spread like like forest fires. And what they're doing is they having celebrities such as myself come in, and they set up their shops. They set up their shops that they have. Of course, it'll be like, if it's not outdoors, it'll be an inside venue, but it's maybe outdoor because it's, you're smoking. It's like a 420 friendly environment. You have people set up their booths, which sell rigs and papers and all kind of gadgets for your marijuana, all kind of stuff, T-shirts, hats, what they call Aurora glass tips, all kind of assortments for dabbing, trays. And they set those up around the place. They play good music, and they yell free to weed, and they have a good time. And that's a smoker's party. That's what they do now. That's like getting booked for a show.
So you've been around, you've been around for a while. So you just seen, like you said, you just seen the music game change. You just seen the weed change. What's your favorite strain right now?
Right now I'm on that lemon tree. Lemon tree is my choice of bud right now because it's new. It's what do you call it? It's in demand. It's tasty. I got an excellent high in this California. Was born and raised in Santa Cruz. That's where it comes from. So that's the newest thing that I'm on right now. I'm in the process of getting my own strand made right now too, but it just got to be the one. I'm trying to get one of my buddies who invented G13, my boy Ken, to get on the tables and make me something new out of that strain. So we'll see. Stay tuned, man.
Man,
real big.
You're definitely one of the first artists. Yeah, you are the first artist I've ever seen. Since we're talking about weed, marijuana, you put the two blunts together, make
right.
the dealer. That's what we called it over here on the West Coast, from where I was growing up at. But now you see these, like you do trends, and now you got brands of blunts coming out, and they got them extendos.
Right. Another name for the dealer. That's all. But what it is it's more like, it was something that we coined, and when something is nostalgic, it's like you don't name it for you. The people name it for you. The people named that. They call that a dealer. They seen me with it. I put it on the album cover on the Hemp Museum in 1996. And from there on, anytime that a blunt was raised more, rolled, 2 blunts or more, it was considered a dealer. And everybody that's what it was. It was a dealer. There wasn't no question about it. But a lot of people know that. And some of the people that even call it extendo know this. It was originally called a dealer. But, that's how it go. It's nothing new under the sun. My mom and them used to tell me there ain't nothing new under the sun. So,
So papers or blunts?
I'm on raw papers, man.
Raw papers. Raw papers. That's what's up, man. I want to go back into the past, man. 1992, man. Click. Down and dirty. Tired of being stepped on.
Correct.
What was the energy like? How did that song come about, man?
That song came about because at that time, we young, what I'm saying, we young coming up off the block. And actually, at this time, like me and 40, we had went to Grambling State University and came back. And we're doing what we're doing, but when we come back, at that time, it was high drug trafficking in California, in the Bay Area. So it wasn't it was the same thing. It was like, even though we was college students at the time, they treated us like that's what we was doing, selling drugs. If you see, they seen us coming in a nice car, or, you know, we get pulled over, they go through your car, sit you on the sidewalk, put handcuffs on you, you know, treat you like a criminal. And it's like, coming from that, and then coming from what our parents had went through with, you know, racial thing, it was like, hey man, look, everybody ain't doing this, man. We tired of being racially profiled. So that was our struggle then, and we just wrote about it. That's all. That's what made rap real at the given time. You write about situations that was at hand, that was going on. Like, that was our, what we call, I guess, in a nice way, fuck the police. So.
And then today, man, 20 odd years later, 50 years later, the same thing going on.
Even worse from now, they just shooting just because, you know, you're trying to get away from it. They don't even want to put the exercise in and try to chase after the nigga down. They just pull the gun out and whack you. You know, call it self-defense. You know how it go.
Man, I got a lot of questions from, I got a couple questions from, Cygnus member Thomas Ivory.
Okay.
He want to know, what's your favorite Click song out of all of y'all done?
Be About Your Paper. I love that song. Be About Your Paper.
Okay, same member. He want to know, you know, you've done a lot of recording, man, over the time. What you want to say, maybe over 100 songs to date?
Right. I would say more than that, but yeah, for sure.
Okay, but more than that. Okay, right, indeed. Who was your favorite producer to work with?
Favorite producer, it would have been, out of all time, it would have been Studio Tom. Would have been my all-time favorite producer, but he did a lot of my earlier stuff, and I felt like Tom, he was a one-man band, one-man shop, and he actually did music versus beats. A lot of things have changed over the years. A lot of people, you know, they do beats. We used to do music, you know, to where, you know, you would feel sometimes the music could just play and you could just feel, you know, what was going on to the music. Using bass lines and melodies and live guitars and, you know, real live drum players sometimes, and just, you know, making it musical, actually mimicking like the 70s and the 80s sounds of, like, you know, Kool and the Gang, and, you know, there was a lot of samples and stuff sometimes going on that we was doing and replaying. And it was just more physical versus beats. And then he was a one-man band to where, you know, a producer learns your style of music, you know, and he knew, like, hey, man, you know, we're going to use your voice as an instrument, so we're not going to put a lot of music. We're going to base your stuff around drums and guitars and use your voice. And he did that a lot with my music. And he knew how to bring the best out of me with sounds would do it. And that's what I think all producers should do. Like, a lot of producers just make music. They'll be making music and send it off, and whoever get on it, that's cool. But what we used to do, we used to have to put in the time, actually sit down and, you know, go through the sounds and go through the music. And, you know, I actually put in on it, like, oh yeah, take that out and use that one. Oh, okay, well, so we build it together. And the music that we built together became classical music, meaning you could play it to this day, like City to City and, you know, Hurricanes and stuff like that, and people still become, and like, man, yeah, that's timeless music. We made a lot of timeless music in them days. 2015, you go pick up that CD, what we've been doing, and you can get a reminder of what it is and what it should be. What up, this your boy Be Legit, and you tuned in to Cygnus.net. Be sure to pick up that album, What We've Been Doing, for sure.